In a world increasingly dominated by mass produced convenience, there exists a curious cognitive bias known as the IKEA effect. This psychological principle posits that we as humans tend to place a disproportionately higher value on products that we have partially or fully created ourselves. More than a simple marketing strategy, this phenomenon reveals a deep seated connection between our effort, our sense of accomplishment, and the emotional value we assign to objects. The IKEA effect demonstrates that our labor is not just a means to an end, it is a fundamental ingredient in our perception of worth, transforming a simple collection of parts into a cherished possession. The origins of this bias lie in the human need for self efficacy and competence. When we successfully assemble a flat pack bookcase, we feel a surge of satisfaction that goes beyond the functionality of the final product. The effort we invested, the hours spent deciphering confusing diagrams and fumbling with tiny screws, justifies the value we place on the item. This is closely related to the psychological concept of effort justification, where we convince ourselves that something is worthwhile to avoid the discomfort of believing our effort was wasted. The IKEA effect taps into this innate desire for our actions to have meaning and tangible results, making us feel more competent and capable. The more personal effort we pour into a project, the more of ourselves we see reflected in the finished product, cementing a unique emotional bond. While the term is named after the famous furniture company, its applications extend far beyond assembling shelves and tables. This principle is at play in many aspects of modern life. Think of a baker who believes their homemade bread is superior to a store bought loaf, or a hobbyist who values his or her amateur painting more than a masterpiece in a museum. The effect is also leveraged by companies through customization as well as customization options for products. From building your own shoes to designing a personalized coffee mug, when customers become co creators in the design process, they are more likely to feel a sense of ownership and loyalty to the brand. This collaborative approach not only boosts sales but also creates a lasting emotional connection that transcends the product's utilitarian function. The IKEA effect, however, is not without its limitations. It can sometimes lead to irrational overvaluation, causing us to overpay for kits that are more expensive or time consuming than the pre assembled alternative. Yet, its enduring power speaks to a fundamental human truth. We are creatures who find meaning in creation. This effect is a reminder that the process of making, even in its more mundane forms, is a profound and rewarding experience. It provides us with a sense of purpose and a tangible reminder of our ability to shape our own world. To conclude, the IKEA effect is a powerful illustration of the link between effort and perceived value. It explains why we treasure the things we create, offering insight into our motivations and how we justify our labor. This psychological principle continues to shape consumer behavior and design, reminding us that sometimes the most valuable things are not just those we possess, but those we have made. Thank you very much for your time.